Good morning. 'Tis the season for people to totally not rip the DCI finals videos off of Flow Marching and definitely not re-upload them onto YouTube. And they will definitely not get taken down. They get taken down. Most of them will get taken down. Including one of my videos, okay? I thought I was gonna get away with it, alright? Because I did a reaction video to the Cavaliers show and blow! Blocked worldwide. And I was very disheartened that this happened because I did a Google search on fair use, okay? And I think this sentence means that I could do it. And I know a lot of you are upset with Flow Marching for taking down these videos as well because we just want to watch good quality DCI content. We want all of it readily available for the entire public to see and spread the good word of DCI. So rather than complain about it on social media, I decided to channel my inner Karen and demand to speak to a manager. And I got what I wanted because I was on a Zoom call earlier today with the copyrights manager for Flow Marching. And for educational purposes, I will be sharing this entire Zoom call with all of you so you guys can learn more about copyrights and what you can and can't get away with. But first, if you haven't already, make sure that you click that subscribe button, ring that Liberty bell, and click that like button. Okay, so joining me on screen here is Mr. Wesley Sullivan, and he works with Flow Marching. First of all, Wesley, thank you so much for joining me today. So why don't you just introduce yourself first? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Wesley Sullivan. I work in the legal department at FloSports. I actually started with Flow Marching 5 years ago. As the rights acquisition manager, the person who negotiates deals with the partners like TCI and WGI and Bands of America. Moved to the legal department in 2018 because I have a JD and our general counsel was drowning and he asked for help. So I've been there ever since. But I keep my hand in marching mainly with music rights, etc. And I marched for a while. I marched Spartans 97 to 2000 and 2002, Cadets 2003. I taught Spartans for 3 years, and I marched and taught a couple WGI groups as well.
Nice. Yeah, I love Cadets 2003. It's a great show.
Thank you. I'm the dude who lay down on the ground.
Oh, sweet. All right. So my first question to you is, so does FloSports automatically get notified if someone like reposts one of their videos on YouTube, or do they have to like go and search manually for each of them?
Depends. We use two different processes. One is Content ID on YouTube, which is we upload a show in the back end, and the digital like fingerprint of the video is compared to other similar videos. And if there's a match, then we get notified. And occasionally we'll also do sort of keyword searches because we can't upload. We do thousands of events, so we can't upload every single thing.
Right. Yeah.
And do that. But yeah, so a combination of both.
Got you. Yeah, I kind of have that a little bit with YouTube too. Like some people repost my stuff and YouTube sends me the automatic notification. So I guess from doing keyword searches, if someone types in the title totally not Carolina Crown 2021, that's not going to work because it still says the title of the show.
So that probably won't work, but who am I to try and change culture at this point? I actually get a kick out of those titles.
Is it okay for me to do like a reaction style video to a Flow Marching video, like screen record but film myself reacting?
The answer is probably, and I know that's going to be a frustrating answer, but let me explain why. Fair use is really fact specific. Your reaction video that was taken down the other day was automatically flagged. That was not something that we found. Had we reviewed it, we almost certainly would have allowed it to stay up, which is why I reached out to you sort of the next day.
Got you. Yeah.
Because it's not a perfect system and we do make mistakes. If I were given one wish about how to do all this, it's that we have better communication with the people who want to use our videos and that they communicate with us. Because like if you want to do a reaction video, you now have my email address and you can email me and say, hey, I'm doing this. And we might be able to get you a better quality version of the recording.
Oh, sweet.
And whitelist your channel to make sure that the automatic thing doesn't happen again.
Oh, very nice. That's really good to know, actually. Cool. I'll definitely be in touch with you about that. Sweet. Is it okay for someone who goes to the show and like pays for a ticket in the audience? Can they record like with their cell phone or like bring their own camera into the audience and video the show that way?
So I think that's actually against DCI's media policy. I know that it happens, and I know that it's probably not well enforced, and people do it. The reason DCI has that policy is because when you make a recording of a video that has sound on it as well, and that sound is music, you need a separate type of license in order to publish it, which are fairly expensive, and the like normal person on the street isn't aware of that. And I think the media policy exists as a way to sort of protect people from themselves and other companies going after them for not having the proper licenses.
Got you. Okay. Because I know from doing YouTube so much, like let's say I like upload a cover of some random song and it gets flagged, like all that'll really happen is, well, either they'll straight up block it or I'll have to do like a revenue sharing sort of deal. We call it like the yellow dollar sign. Do you think that's like the worst that could happen if someone posts to YouTube, or can they get sued? Or
the worst case scenario is that someone can get sued. I find it unlikely that a company would take that approach.
Okay. Got you.
And when I say company in this context, I mean like the publishers of the music, because the permission you need to do something like that comes from the publishers.
Right. So if someone like arranges like a Katy Perry song or something, it's whoever publishes Katy Perry's music might come after you.
Yes, for the specific license to sync to a video.
Got you. Okay. That was just a random example, but yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that the videos on Flow Marching, a lot of the shows from this year have the sound disabled. Like you just click it and you can watch the video, but you can't hear anything. Is that because the core didn't get the proper copyrights or didn't submit them to you guys?
No. So at the start of any given season, so we'll use DCI 2021, we get a list of repertoire from the cores, and we go to get those synchronization license I was just talking about, the license you need to put music to video. If they're silent in early season, it means that the license we got did not kick in until a specific date. Probably, I believe that we have 18 of 20 shows fully licensed, and there are 2 shows that might have a couple silent portions, and that means we didn't get the license to that particular song.
So the sound might go on later, is what you're saying. Like
the sound might go on later.
Ah, okay, very interesting. Yeah, because I was actually I'm doing a video right now where I'm judging all of the non-competitive groups. And I think there was like 6 or 7 of them that don't have sound. So I had to like find bootleg versions of them on YouTube to judge them. But
email me the ones that you need.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. The silent videos are like the one thing that I've been wrong about since starting at FloSports. For a couple of years, I refused to let us put them on the site because I thought it was stupid. Because who would want to watch a marching show with no sound?
I understand that.
Right?
Yeah.
We started putting silent videos up in the fall of like 2018, and we got remarkable engagement. And it turns out that band directors in particular were having their students go back and watch the shows sort of like game day tape, so they can watch themselves from a different perspective, and they'd address it at rehearsal on Monday.
That like answered a bunch of my questions, actually, that conversation. Okay, so I know most people probably know about like the DCI fan network, and DCI used to like sell DVDs. I guess that goes for like WGI and BOA also, and that would have like all of like the old shows going back to the 70s. And now that those things are non-existent anymore, does Flow Marching plan on uploading historical videos to their site?
Yes. So the elephant in the room is that people post videos ripped from our stream and we strike them, and they get frustrated because a lot of people think that the more eyeballs you get on them, the more people you'll get interested. And that's a debatable point based on data we've seen. The more important point is, so like I grew up in the activity. I started when I was 14. I have all of the videos. I had the fan network. And I want that to exist again. Our goal is to continue to invest in sync licenses and eventually make the fan network available again. We'd like to license all of the historical content and make it available for fans. It's difficult in those negotiations to be like, well, we think you're overcharging us for these sync licenses. We'd like to make it a little bit more affordable for the fans and for us. And all the publishers need to do is just pull up YouTube and all the ripped videos and be like, we'd like to work with you, but clearly this stuff is available for free. So videos like that actually, in an interesting way, make it more difficult for the activity to get back to where we all want it to be.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, so people uploading their crummy bootleg version is preventing like the high quality multi-angle versions from getting uploaded. Got that, everyone? I guess my last question is, so right now I think Flow Marching's YouTube channel has 3 full videos from like DCI shows from this year. Do they plan on uploading more videos to their YouTube channel for more people to view for free?
I believe that they do. I believe that they do. I think that we've done a very bad job of explaining to the public that all of us have been involved in DCI and all of us want to give back to the activity that gave so much to us. We have to walk before we can run, but we're taking steps to make content with music more available. The YouTube videos this summer, the delayed replays this summer wound up being a huge hit for us, and hopefully will become more valuable in the fall and winter when everyone competes on the same day. They can watch themselves the next day.
So yeah, that's great to hear. I mean, I feel like people have like this general like thought that FloSports is just like this monster, like just seeking profit only. But it's definitely good to know there are people working in Flow Marching that, you know, have marched DCI, do care about the activity, and you heard it here first. So hopefully this video will clear up some of those rumors, I guess.
Flow Marching has 4 staff members right now. I joke that it started as 2 guys duct tape in a dream. And yeah, FloSports has resources that allow people with interest in niche sports to bring attention to those sports that is well deserved.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, that's really great. I think that's all I have. I mean, is there anything else you want to add?
I think that what I want to add is it's always better to come and speak to us than it is to post our stuff and then get mad when it's automatically struck. So I won't give out my personal work email address because I've had the unfortunate experience of being doxxed at a cheerleading competition.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Copyright at FloSports.tv will get you directly to me. So if you've got questions about things, you or your audience, feel free. You have my personal email address and feel free to use it whenever. We want to give back to the community. We want to provide the community what they want. So just reach out and I'm happy to have a conversation with whoever wants to talk.
Yeah, I'll definitely leave that link in the description. Anyone who wants to reach out, just go ahead down there and contact them. Okay, cool. Yeah, this was pretty informative and definitely kind of eye-opening for me. I'm sure it will be for everyone else too. So yeah, definitely thanks again for taking the time to speak to me about this. It's some important stuff.
Absolutely. And thank you for being reasonable and not, you know, yelling at me or sending me a death threat.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a pretty chill guy. Okay. I kind of act like a lunatic on YouTube sometimes, but in real life, I'm not like that.
The other thing to add is that fair use is very fact specific and no one understands it. And I actually have a cup made as a reminder to myself.
Ooh. Oh, it's getting green screened out. I can't see.
Oh no.
That's fair use.
No, that's definitely not what it says.
I can't. Oh, that's not fair use. Okay, yeah. There it is. Okay, I got that there. That's kind of funny.
There are 4 different factors, and the educational factor is just one of them. So, and I think that as a community, we sort of tend to lean on the educational portion and ignore the other 3. So it's important to understand that it's a balancing test between all 4.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm like kind of like a stock YouTuber that read like one article about it and was like, oh yeah, I could do this now. Like,
Right.
like what do I know? I don't know anything.
Your reaction videos for sure fall under fair use. Well, let me pause and say if it's 12 minutes long, it becomes questionable. But I am saying that FloSports is fine with it. And parody for you works. There are reaction videos that do not fall under fair use. We struck one the other day where the guy was like, okay, trumpets, I see what you're doing. Okay, snares, yeah. And I was like, this probably doesn't.
Those are no, I hate channels like that. Like I try to like give as many comments as I can in my reaction videos. Like I try to make it like about me, in my opinion, not the video.
Yeah, your stuff is great. I've been a huge fan for a while.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Reach out to me about those videos that you need.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
And I'll have us whitelist your channel.
That's all. That's great.
Probably tomorrow. Yeah. Probably tomorrow.
Okay, good. Because yeah, I'm actually working on that massive project, ranking all. That'd be cool to use like B-roll footage from like the Flow marching site. Awesome. Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
Yep, absolutely. I'll see you.
Have a good one.
You too. So there you have it, some good quality information for all of your reference. And huge shout out to Wesley once again, 1 for going on the call with me and taking time out of his day, but 2 for pretty much granting me permission to use Flow Marching's content in my videos. I'm very excited to be able to do that. And as he said, if you guys want to use some of Flow stuff in your content, all you need to do is contact him and ask permission. That link is in the description. Go ahead and email him. So hopefully this video cleared up some misinformation about Flow Marching. It's not run by evil devil people that don't care about DCI. They are human beings just like you and I, okay? I trust Wesley when he told me that he wants to spread the good word at DCI, okay? I totally believe him. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. If you did, make sure that you click that subscribe button, ring that Liberty bell, and click that like button. And also consider buying a custom t-shirt such as this one. I will leave that link in the description. And have a good morning.